Hello everyone and welcome to My Organized Life, where I'm trying to get my life organized. If you're new to the channel, a huge hello and welcome to you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. So today we are going to be creating a budget for my May paycheck number 2. So this is my budget binder. I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. I have the PDF version along with some other online resources and some other pages that I have made and added to make my budgeting journey a little bit more unique to myself. So we're going to flip to May. So we're going to be creating a new paycheck here. And although I like to keep everything in the binder, I do like to kind of work with the pages loose. So I'm just going to take out the pages that we need. So here is the budget pages for this week. So this is the week of May 21st to June 3rd. So I'm going to use pink and black because that was the theme for this month. Okay, so before we get started on this, I started figuring out all of my numbers beforehand on the Numbers app on my computer. So we're just going to go do that quick and then we'll come back. All right, hello again everyone. So before we jump into the budget book, we're going to be going through on my numbers spreadsheet here and just kind of seeing where we can put money. I started doing this a couple paychecks ago and I really like doing it this way. It's just a lot easier to move money around on here rather than on a piece of paper. And it's a lot easier going in and filling out my budget spread in my Budget by Paycheck workbook when I have all of this figured out already. So I'm just going to go through and delete what we don't need. So the bills stay the same, but I'm going to unhighlight these ones. So we're going to go no fill. We'll change these. I'm going to delete the total sinking funds number, but I'm going to keep the sinking funds the same and we'll just edit what we need to. And then I'll get rid of these ones, these two. Okay, so let's start with cushion. So this is going to change to 120. I already know that, so we're just going to pop that in there. Okay, so we're going to be adding a few things. So the first thing that we're going to add, another income line. And this is going to be for other income. So let's start by filling this out. Okay, so for Sev, I made $832.26, which to me just seems crazy considering the amount that I have worked recently. That just seems so low. But then I realized that I was sick for a little bit there, and then I ended up going home early the one day just because I wasn't really needed. I could have stayed and found something to do, but if given the chance, if you're going to work or go home, I think most people are going to go home. So, and then this last week that I did work a whole lot is not on this paycheck. So that is why it seemed so low to me. So for job number 2, and actually I always forget, let's add the dollar signs because I'm OCD, and then it also puts the decimals in automatically. Okay, and then roll over. So we are rolling over $352.88 from the last paycheck, and I forgot the dollar sign. Okay. So for other, super exciting news. So our taxes finally came back and oh my goodness, I am so excited. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know that I put $75 every paycheck into my taxes sinking fund just in case I had to pay taxes on my second job. I started my second job in June or July of last year, so about halfway through the year, and I knew nothing about taxes in regards to that, and honestly I still don't. So I've been saving that much every month just in case. I was hoping that my return from Sev would kind of balance out for the most part whatever I owed for taxes on my second job. So I did have that extra little bit of money to throw towards that if I did owe anything. But I was quite surprised to find out that I actually did get a tax return back, and quite a bit too. So I am so excited. So my tax return was $2,149.85. So this is so exciting, and just I don't even know what I'm going to do with all of this money. Definitely have a few ideas, and I'm interested to see what will be left over. So let's go ahead and add this up. So we've got $832.26 plus $320 plus $352.88 plus $21.49.85. So this equals 3654.99. I'm just going to add this up one more time just to make sure. Okay, so it looks like that's right. Okay, so with that done, let's jump down to bills. Before we go through the bills, I am going to add a couple new ones. So obviously with some of this money, I'm going to be paying off the rest of my Walmart MasterCard. I'm going to get that down and I'm going to start using it really responsibly. So I did make a deal with myself that once I got my Walmart MasterCard paid down, I would bring back a couple subscriptions. So the first one, so we're going to add a row right here. It would also be coming out on the 1st, and this is for Scrawlrbox. I had this subscription a while ago. It is a mystery art subscription box that you get sent every month. It's super awesome. I loved it. But once my Walmart MasterCard kind of got out of control, I canceled this, and I haven't brought it back since. And I'm not really sure the actual cost of this because I had it on my Capital One credit card before I got rid of it. That was before budgeting, so you guys wouldn't have known about that one, but it was on that card and I no longer have access to the transactions on that, so I'm just gonna round up to $25. The currency that is paid in is euros, so I just did a Google kind of reference to what it would be in Canadian, and I'm just gonna go with this. So that is the first subscription, and then the other one would be coming out on the 20th. And this is for Naughty Knickers. So this is an underwear subscription, and I subscribed to them a while ago too, and then I just decided that I had too much underwear and I stopped. But I'm to the point where I kind of want to get rid of old underwear again and bring in some new stuff, and this is just a super fun way of doing so. They are extremely affordable, so I'm just going to round this to $12. I think it's 13 something, but I'm going to keep it at 12 for now until I see what the actual cost is. So we're going to keep that there. So that is all for the bills. So let's see what all we have. So we always have land tax, so that stays green. It's going to be a little bit weird with my MasterCard because I don't want to pay it right down. I'm going to pay it to where I've got like 100 left owing, just because there is stuff that's going to be bouncing back on there, like that Amazon Prime subscription that I was talking about when I closed out my last paycheck. So I don't want to overpay it. So I'm just going to pay off a chunk of it now. So, and then I'll see once everything kind of finalizes where it's at. So we're looking at Walmart MasterCard due. We're looking at benefits. We did HP Instant Ink with the last paycheck. So then going into the next month, we're looking at Fortnite Crew. I'm going to leave Scrawlrbox and Naughty Knickers, even though they are going to be coming off of the MasterCard as well. I'm going to see where I'm at next paycheck for this, and then kind of just keep going from there, I think. So let's go ahead and color fill these. Okay, I think that's good there. Okay, so let's start with envelopes. So I think I'm comfortable with the $30 that we've been putting towards cab money. Oh, I ended up deleting something here. Or, oh no, because I added a row. Oh, okay, I see. You can go back to being gray. Okay, I think we're good there. So let's go through here. So land tax will be $125. Walmart MasterCard, we're gonna put that here. So this will be $151.87. Okay, and this isn't the full amount needed to pay it off. The benefits for this month was going towards my Walmart MasterCard as well. So this plus this should be the final amount I need to pay that off. So, okay, so let's see. We've got land tax. We've got that Walmart MasterCard. We've got the benefits, which is going to Walmart MasterCard. We've got Fortnite Crew, which I list in my bills. However, this doesn't come out of anywhere. If I want to get this, I will grab a PlayStation card to buy it. I just kind of keep it here to remind myself that it's there. For rollover, I wanted to save at least $60 for my TELUS bill. So I'm going to put this, actually let's make a rollover category here actually. Okay, so this will be 60. Actually, this is going to be, bear with me guys, this is a lot of reconfiguring. Okay, so let's put rollover down here, and then this will be TELUS, I think. There, we'll do that. So this is just rolling over for these, because these are the two main things that I save for. I always save my cushion, and then rollover will just be whatever we have left that's not spent, because obviously I'm not going to be spending all of this. Okay, so we've got our $25 Scrawler Box and $12 Naughty Knickers here, even though we're not going to be listing that, or we're not going to be paying for those yet. So I think we can add everything up here. So we've got the 125 plus just the 284, I guess. So 409. Okay, so back to envelopes. Lunch money, I'm going to bump this back up to 70 because I do have a hard time staying within the $60 limit. So let's bump that to 70. Groceries, I don't think we'll need it, but I'm going to do the full 200. Takeout, we're going to keep it 65. That seems to be working, and I definitely don't want to be giving myself more than that. Miscellaneous, we'll try and keep that at 70. It's usually always over, but beauty, let's do $35. I usually budget $70 a month for nails, so let's do half of that, and we'll just save $35 until next paycheck, where I'll put another $35 towards, and then that should keep my beauty budget towards what it normally is. And then of course for pet, it's going to be $60. So let's go ahead and add these up. So this equals $530. Oops. We're going to put that down in this box here, because this might change. This is variable. I can always change these if I need to. Okay, so let's look at sinking funds. So carbon would be getting the usual 15. I'm still going to put money towards taxes. I think I have just over 600 saved up. I'm still going to be putting money towards that because I'm not really sure what to expect for next year. So I think it would be good to have that little bit of just insurance towards that. So we're just going to keep adding to it. Anniversary, we'll do the normal 20. Back to school gets 15. Rain's birthday gets 30. Christmas gets 55. Puppy, I want to change this. So I only need $130 more to reach my goal for him. So we're going to go ahead and put some of the tax money towards that. We're going to fully fund it because he should be going in at the end of the month, beginning of next month, I think, depending on when my mom wants to take them in. Cats, they're fully funded right now, so I'm not going to be adding anything towards their sinking fund. Birthdays is going to get the normal 20. The challenge, I do the 52-week challenge. That's going to be getting its normal 67. The emergency fund is going to be fully funded. Ah, that's going to be so nice. Okay, so we're going to try and fully fund that. We'll see where we're at for money, but I think we should be able to do it. Okay, so the emergency pet fund is going to get $60. That's where the cat's unspent food money is going to go. It's going to go towards that. Monthly challenge. So May challenge, this will be 110. And I don't have to pay anything towards next month's challenges because next month's payday actually starts on the first Friday, so my June paydays will cover the June challenge. So let's go ahead and add these up. So this would be $15.42. I can put it in the right spot. There we go. Okay, this I don't think is going to change. So let's go ahead and put it in concrete. So this is $226.87. Okay, so before we do the rollover, I want to see where we're at here. So we're going to take the total income, we're going to subtract the bills, the envelopes, and the sinking funds. Okay, so, and extra debts. So minus 226.87. So that would leave us with $947.12. Okay. Let's see. Minus 120. Minus 60. Okay, so that leaves us with 767.12. I'm just gonna put this number here for a minute. Okay, so benefits is 284. So if we split that in half, it'd be 142. So I'm gonna try to save 130 for benefits, and then I'm gonna try to roll over the rest. So 767.12 minus the 130 should be our rollover. So we're gonna try to roll over $637.12. Okay, so let's go through this one more time, make sure that everything is right. And Talus, so $637.99. Okay, looks like my math was wrong in here somewhere. Okay, well, either way, I know that this is gonna work, so let's bring up the amounts up here. So envelopes will be 530. Sinking funds. It's going to be 1542. Okay, I'm just gonna add up cushion, benefits, and Talus, because I'm not quite sure what the rollover is since that amount was wrong. So 120 plus 130 plus 60, so 310. So I'm just gonna put 310 here for now. Okay, let's do this again. Alright, I think this was the exact same number I had before, so maybe the second time I added that up, I did something wrong. Okay, so plus 310. Oops. So this should be a 947.12. And just because I want to be 100% exact on this, I'm just going to go through and do it all over again. Actually, let's add everything this time and see if it equals this number. Okay, so 3654.99. So it looks like this is all good. All right, so from here, I'm just going to take a picture of it and work off of that. And we're gonna go and transfer all of this into the Budget by Paycheck workbook. Okay, I had a boo-boo, so I had to print a couple new pages. So we've got Sev, we've got job number 2, we've got rollover, and we've got other. So from Sev, it was $832.26. Job number 2 will be the usual $320. Rollover is $352.88. And then other, since we've got the taxes in there, is going to be $2,149.99. And the nice thing about doing everything on numbers is a lot of the math is done for us. So income total is $3,654.99. Okay, so for bills, let's start with land tax. And that would technically be today, so the 21st. And then a Walmart MasterCard due would be on the 26th. The next bill would be benefits, and that would be at the end of the month. So this month has 31 days, so this would be the 31st. And then Fortnite crew, even though I pay for this out of miscellaneous if I do want it, I'm just going to include it here just because, so it's there and I know I'm aware of it. Okay, so then I'm also just going to throw the Scrawler box and Naughty Knickers down here, even though I'm not going to be budgeting for them, but I just want them here. That way I remember to put them on my next month and next budgets that they would be on. So let's see, this would be the 1st and this would be the 20th. Okay, there's that. Okay, so now let's go to envelopes. So we've got the usual ones. We've got cab money, lunch money, groceries, takeout, miscellaneous, beauty, and pets. Okay, there's those there. So then let's come up to sinking funds. So we've got just our normal sinking funds. And then the May challenges. Extra debt. As always, we've got Walmart MasterCard and taxes. Okay, so then we're going to come down to extra savings, which is actually going to be our rollover. So here we've got cushion, benefits. I'm adding TELUS, just in case I ever want to save any money for that, and then rollover. So that fills up that spot nicely. And then I'm going to go through and list out everything here. So we've got the normal envelopes. Okay, so I think that's everything there. So I'm going to go through and just highlight everything quick. Alright, so there's everything highlighted there. So already I think I like this better, except I think next time I'm definitely going to put everything probably as close to the side as I can, even though it might be a little bit difficult to space it out. I just think I would like the highlighting better on the other side, and then there's a break in between for some of them at least. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So from here, let's go through and put down our numbers. Okay, so starting with bills, land tax is going to be the usual $125. And the nice thing about this is Rain put his tax return money towards what was left of our land tax, because we were always slightly behind. So now our land tax hasn't even come out yet. So now when it does, so we can fully fund it. And then what I'm saving every paycheck, we will have enough to put towards land tax before it comes out again next year. So we're going to be finally on track for this, which is going to be awesome. Walmart MasterCard due, I list this here, that way I'm aware of it. However, I don't really pay it here. That actually gets paid down here. I think with having this paid off this paycheck though, I might change that, we'll see. So benefits, again, aren't going to get anything because benefits money this month is going towards Walmart MasterCard. Fortnite as well. It's just listed there so I'm aware of it, and then same with these. So the bills here is actually only $125. Okay, so then we'll come down to cash envelopes. So we're going to budget $30 for cab. We bumped lunch money up to $70. I wasn't thinking though, for this paycheck, I probably could have lowered it instead of raising it, just because I am off for quite a few days throughout this pay period, so I'm not going to need quite as much lunch money, but just to keep everything the same as it would on a normal week, I'll just keep it at 70. So we're budgeting $200 for grocery, the usual $65 for takeout, $70 for miscellaneous, $35 for beauty, and $60 for pet. So this category will equal $530. And then here, so our sinking funds, and I have to do a little bit of math here. So, okay, so let's start here. So the total for sinking funds is $1,542. And May challenges is $110. So to figure out the total for just my normal sinking funds, I'm going to take the sinking total and subtract the May challenges from it. So this will be $1,432. Okay, so Walmart MasterCard. This is going to be going to be $435.87, I believe. Hopefully this all works out right. I kind of forgot about the fact that I do it this way on paper. I should have done it similarly on the computer, but we'll figure it out. And then this will be 75. So this will equal $510.87. And then this should all be the same. So cushion went up to $120. Benefits, we're going to save $130. TELUS, we're going to save $60. And then we should be rolling over $637.12 to zero this out. So let's go through and see if that's all right. Okay, so we're going to be starting with this total here. So 3654.99 minus 125. So $3,529.99. Okay, minus 530. It's a lot of nines. Okay, minus 1542. Minus 510.87. And I forgot to add this all up, so let's add this up and see if it equals this number. It should. So 120 plus 130 plus 60 plus 637.12 equals 947.12. Perfect. So that makes this a 0, which means our budget is zeroed out. All of our money has a place that it is going to go. Okay, before we break down sinking funds, let's go through here. Okay, so I have these here to represent the different accounts that I use. So I've got cash, debit, and savings, which is actually a secondary checkings account. I just call it my savings because it's the account that the money I'm saving usually stays in. I'm not really like saving up for something, but just saving for next paycheck or saving for things that come out next paycheck kind of thing. So that's where that comes in play. So I'm just going to use these colors to highlight what's coming out of where. Okay, let's start with savings. I usually start with cash and then I always mess up. So land tax is going to be coming out of savings. Walmart MasterCard is going to be coming out of savings. And then all of this stuff is going to be staying in savings. think it's it for that one. Okay, so now debit. Okay, so my groceries is usually always half debit. I think that's probably the only thing though. I think everything else is going to be cash. Actually, sinking funds is going to be part debit too. Okay, and then I think everything else is going to be cash. So let's see, cab money will be cash. Pretty much all of these envelopes will be cash. Sinking funds, half of it will be cash. That'll be cash, and that'll be cash. And I think that's everything there. All right, so now let's go through and break down our sinking funds and just add our envelope totals over here. $30 is going to go to cab, $70 is going to go to lunch money. Groceries, I'm going to leave blank for now because I keep some of that in the account, and depending on how much change I have on hand depends on how much of that stays in the account. So we're going to have to wait to see. Takeout will be the usual 65, miscellaneous was 70. Beauty is getting funded for half for the month, and then 60 for pet. All right, so carbon gets $15. Taxes gets its normal 75. Anniversary gets 20. Back to school gets 15. Vacation gets 20. Rain gets his usual 30. Christmas is getting 55. Puppy for this week is getting 130, and that will fully fund that envelope. I'm excited about that. Birthdays gets its usual 20. Challenge is the usual 67. Emergency fund is going to be fully funded in one swoop. I'm so excited about that. Pet emergency fund gets 60 added to it. And I'm saving $110 for the May challenges. So emergency fund, actually, this 1,000 is going to stay in my account. Well, not in my savings account. It's going to get moved to my actual savings account. So we're going to do that there. So this, it's not going to have anything, but we're going to include it here because it technically will be cash. I'm going to be using a placeholder for this. So you'll see that in my cash envelope stuffing video if you watch that. Okay, so switch pen colors here. Start filling this out. So this column is going to be for what we already have because I don't pull out change from the bank. So I don't really need that column for a total anyways. So we got 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. All right, so here is change and everything. So let's see if we have any odd numbers. We've always got one on challenge, so this one's going to be getting at least $2. Let's actually bump this up and do the usual 7, I think. Oh, these things are like terrible. I don't understand why they do that. Okay, so this is going to be $7. So I would rather put this change towards envelopes than anything. So let's see how much we have left over. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So not quite $10. So let's put put 5 towards lunch money, and then we'll put the other 4 towards groceries because that's just the easiest way to do it. And then so we'll put $5 towards takeout. Just work our way down. Beauty ends in 35, so let's put $5 towards that. A carbon, $5 there. And taxes, $5 there. So that gets rid of the money that we already have on hand. So now we can see what we need for groceries in cash and what we need to pull out. So just to keep this easy, I'll pull out $104 in cash. So then I'm going to go 200 minus 104. So that would be leaving 96 in the account. Okay, and then I'm just going to note down here that brackets means that it was left in the account. Okay, so now we can go through this. So cab money, I might change this. Let's actually put this $5 towards cab money. Makes more sense to do it that way. So then we have 20, let's do 2 5s and then the 5 there. So 20, 25, 30, no, that makes 35. So this would be 1 5. I'm terrible at math. Alright, so this is the amount I need. This is the amount I already have. So if we subtract 36 from this number, should equal 1015, which it does. And then there's one more step that I have to do just to make sure everything's covered. So I'm just going to speed through that for you guys. All right, there we go. So I've got my slip filled out. I usually go through and do this because the money that I get paid for my second job doesn't always show up right away because I get paid through PayPal, so it takes a bit for them to transfer. So I usually do this to see how much money I have to leave so I can pull the exact amount. However, the money from taxes isn't in my account yet either. I have to go to the bank and cash that check. So after I did all of this, I realized that this doesn't really matter anyways. I'm just going to transfer enough money into my account to cover this, and then I will transfer money between accounts to get them to where I need them to. It's just a few extra steps that I don't usually like taking, but it's nothing I can do to avoid. So, but anyways, this is this Paycheck's budget sorted out. I'm hoping that it goes well, and I'm hoping that I don't even spend this much. I'm hoping to be able to save as much as I possibly can. So we'll see how it goes. If you guys want to watch my cash envelope stuffing, that should be up on Tuesday the 25th, so keep an eye out for that. If you like this video, would you please give it a thumbs up? And if you'd like to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe and ring the notification bell if you haven't already. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Bye!